Hey everybody, happy September. I hope everybody enjoyed the last bit of their summer. Looks like we've moved right into fall. Right now it's very gloomy, kind of miserable out, but I hope everybody's getting back into their fall routines. Kids are back to school, and hopefully we still have a little bit of good weather ahead of us. Today's video, I'm going to be going through what we saw in August in Calgary's real estate market. Not going to be going through the numbers in huge detail, just going to be hitting some of the highlights. And make sure that you stick around till the end of the video because I'm going to be talking about a really great tip if you or somebody that you know is thinking about listing in the fall of next year. So let's jump into it. So first up, detached home sales, and I do have my trusty notes here. So year-to-date detached sales remain below last year's levels, not hugely surprising there, but sales actually did improve in the in the Northwest and South districts. So that we saw the Northwest actually the month prior as well. So again, a modest improvement in those sales again, which is great. Citywide growth has been driven by homes underneath $500,000. So homes above $500,000, we're still seeing less sales and more inventory. So very, very much a buyer's market in the over $500,000 space. But if you get underneath that price point, it is a balanced market for sure. Lots of buyers out in that space. So just keep that in mind if you're thinking about listing a home, above and below that threshold. Still in the detached market space, benchmark prices in August range from a year-over-year decline of over 5% in the South District to a decline of nearly 1% in the Southeast District. Apartments. So for the second month in a row, sales activity has improved for apartment style homes, which is great. But these gains were met by a rise in new listings. So it kind of balanced out that modest sales increase. So basically sales activity remains below last year's levels, common theme for this year. And on average, the amount of inventory in the market has eased compared to last year. Citywide benchmark prices in August eased compared to last year, but in the East, Southeast, and the Northeast districts, we actually saw modest gains, which is awesome. But of course, even despite those gains, we're still way off the peak that we saw in 2014. And lastly, attached homes. Okay, so this is where we're actually seeing some really good news. For the 6th consecutive month, we are actually seeing a year-over-year attached home sales increase, which is amazing. And I think a lot of that is due to the fact that buyers are starting to see the value that you can get in an attached home, even though you're sharing a wall or two with another party. You're getting a lot of value in that home. That home, with all the typical upgrades and what have you, would be a lot more expensive if it was detached. So a lot of buyers are forgoing that detached home for the same style of home, but only sharing a couple of walls. So year to date, this is nearly a 5% increase compared to last year. Amazing. At the same time, new listings continue to ease, and this is causing further reductions in inventory. The months of supply have moved from over 6 months at this time last year to under 5 months in August of this year. And these improvements have supported some monthly gains in benchmark prices, but August benchmark prices were still 2.6% less than they were in August of last year. And lastly, for my tip, so if you or somebody that you know is thinking about listing their home in the spring of next year, you might want to consider getting exterior photos taken now. As Calgarians, we know that spring, it doesn't really start to get nice and pretty and green till maybe about June. So if you are thinking about listing in March or April, you want to take advantage of what your home's exterior looks like right now. So like I said, if you or somebody you know is thinking about listing, reach out and talk to me about getting those photos done as soon as possible. That's it for me, guys. I hope that you have a really great start to your fall, and I will talk to you again in October.